Hello, friends and lovers. Welcome back to another new roguelike. This morning I picked up There Are No Orcs. I paid $7.19 for it. There is a free demo to try, but it was so cheap I just picked it up. Plus, the reviews are 92% positive, so it seemed like it was going to go pretty well. So what is it? I played it for about 30 minutes so far, and it's like an RTS tower defense thing. You basically just manage an economy, and you manage your tiles over here on the left side. All the combat goes on over here, but you don't really have control over what goes on besides this one very long cooldown that we have where we can drop a meteor on our enemies. So basically, you know, we're paused right now, but you can hit play and you can also speed it up if we want. We just buy buildings and place them down. We can also rearrange them on our tiles over here. So what do we have at the start? Just so we know, so we can kind of gather everything. Obviously, this is our dollar to spend. This is our shop where you can buy different tiles and cards. What do we have? A tuning crystal. Production time 100 seconds. Production increases the damage area of the meteor by 5%. So the meteor is our long cooldown there. Over here, production increases the damage of the meteor by 1. So a very long production time to empower our meteor. We also have farmland production, $10 every 20 seconds. All right, then. So I guess we want to start with just earning a lot of money so that we can buy more tiles down here, right? Maybe something like the park early on. Production plus $4 per adjacent empty tile, it says. Okay. And I think it might count. Oh, yeah, it does say adjacent is the 8 surrounding tiles, not just the cardinal directions there, in other words. So park might be good early is sort of what I'm thinking here, in other words. We could probably hit play. It seems like a good pickup. Recruitment center instantly produces 1 swordsman whenever you purchase an economy building. That sounds pretty good, but it is expensive. Since we're going to be buying a lot of economy buildings early on, I'd imagine. Grants $10 when meteor kills an enemy. I see. I don't know if I'm convinced. So production, you get an archer plus 60% when adjacent to culture buildings. So you can put that next to the crystal, right? It produces $20 saved in this building. Upon selling, collect all of the savings. So it stores the money it generates in itself. Okay. Okay, let's go for the recruitment center. We'll put that down there. There's another park, right? I might do another one of those for now. There's another park. Is that an economy building? Apparently it's a culture building. Never mind. So that's bad for this, then. Barn grants plus $5 when adjacent economy and culture buildings produce money. You could put that next to the parks, but then you kind of lose out on some of that, right? So I might build up down here, I'm kind of thinking. Let's just get a swordsman barracks down, shall we? We can always move these afterwards if we want to. I might hold out on the park after this. So we get a swordsman, and it speeds up the more barracks that you have. Okay, maybe we'll start there, right? We do have some rolls, if we so choose. Let's get some farmland out here, because I really do need a lot more money. We can also upgrade our shop. Upgrading the shop unlocks higher quality buildings, 7 additional empty tiles, and 1 relic. So we definitely want to consider that. We probably want to go quickly for the moolah. Combat has begun, and boy, is it a thrill. Oh, you can't actually zoom in there. Okay. When we get control of this, continuously produces gold while under your control. Sounds good. They do have an enemy tower. I do need that money. Black market instantly produces $200 upon purchase. -1 empty tile when sold or destroyed. Oh, that sounds like a rough deal to me. That sounds a bit rough. So what we could do is put this barn down here, maybe? Is that worth it for 200 bucks? So I get $5 every time these bad boys produce some money. I hope that's worth it. Me hope, me hope. We got another swordsman barrack, so I guess we're going to stack up on that. Am I going to get that next, or are we just going to get more farmland? I'm definitely willing to go slow at the start here. Oh, so that basically increases the production. Okay. Yeah, it increases the production of adjacent farmlands by 50%, so that's pretty good, right? I would say so. We got another archery barracks? No, I haven't had one yet. So I can put that next to the tuning crystal. Potentially here. The military style building. I'm not really smitten by the bank, admittedly. Let's see if we can roll that and get something else. More swordsman barracks. Uh-oh, the enemy's cometh. Okay, get another one of those. Get farmland. That'll produce a swordsman there. Get another swordsman's barracks. The enemies, they come. I can probably... I can use my meteor. I've been saving them up. These parks are producing $28 per, but they're gonna have to go at some point. You can sell, if so be it. I'm kind of stacking up over here for now, right? You can drag and drop you, maybe. There's another barn here. Just take another swordsman. We're going all in on the swordy mans. Hopefully that'll be okay. I don't really like these options. What else we got? More farmland. I'm a simple man. What can I tell you? Maybe we get rid of one park first, and then we get rid of another one as we run out. Feels like I should be upgrading soon. Feels like we've been here for a while. I could increase the speed, but while I'm still learning, I'm thinking I sell this right after we get the money from it. Okay, let's get rid of that. We get another free roll here still. What do you think? Another barn? And you put that there. Oh, it also increases... Right, it does. It's not 50%, it's just +5. So that kind of works. Okay. We just surround it with more farms or something? Yeah, something like that. There's another swordsman's barracks. We'll put that there. There's more farmland. I am considering trying to save up $1,000. Might go for this in the meantime, though. More money. More money. You can sell that park off now, probably, right? Okay. More swordsmans. Would you want another barn here? We need a lot more empty tiles. So it seems like it's about time for us to save up 1,000. Methinks. So the goal here, as far as I understand it, is just to overwhelm all the enemy towers and get over here and destroy the enemy barracks. That's all there is to it. I think we get something for destroying this tower. Here, have a fireball to help against our foes. We have captured this. Randomly obtains a building from another commander of the same faction. Fascinating. Enemy tower destroyed. We have to choose a relic. Shop upgrade cost -30% and completes instantly. Ooh. That's this. Bonus piece of equipment drops upon victory, but your units have 0 armor permanently. Grants 3 random relics. I'll take the goblin beard. This way we can afford it right away. Okay, lovely. So we got a new relic for upgrading there. Spearmen deal 300% damage to enemy units with 0 armor. We don't have any spearmen right now. Lose all gold, and after 5 minutes, receive 5 times the amount lost. Well, apparently I have, like, next to nothing, so that's not bad. But it's also kind of just not great. Like, 5 minutes feels like a long time to wait, kind of. Spearman's attacks permanently reduce the target's armor to 0. Grants Spearman barracks ×2. Maybe we'll transition into Spearman. Reduction of Spearmen, plus 12% per minute up to 250%. So they get faster the longer you've had them. Okay, so assumably now we could potentially get Spearmen and such, right? Is the idea. We kind of got to move everything down now, I think. We put the economy in the back. Hey, now. Move all this stuff up. Okay. This way I can put another barn there. There's a spearman's barracks. Need $1,400 for the next. It's $300. I'm going to say we can get rid of that. I could probably get rid of some other things here. Town center, adjacent economy, and cultural buildings gain plus 25% production. Oh, interesting, huh? Do I want to do something like that, then? Sounds not bad. Or better yet, move that there and do that for now. The effects triggered when selling a building are triggered an additional time. Your units restore 50% HP per second when they are within range of a neutral facility. Your units with 0 armor gain plus 50% HP. Your units with 0 armor. A melee unit with X armor piercing damage. Do they have armor? I can't tell. We got another spearman's. Armory converts units produced by buildings in the same column from swordsmen, archers, into spearmen and bowmen. Oh! That sounds good. You know what? Get rid of these crystal-y things, because I don't care about them. So put all that there, and we'll put the armory here, so that every single one of these swordsmen are now spearsmens. Don't you know? That sounds pretty good. Possibly better than trying to get spearmen themselves, you know? I'm looking at the mini-map here, and it looks like things are going quite well over there. Okay, another town center. Cost me $400 though. I haven't upgraded it all yet. It might be a while before we really do much here. Still got quite a few swordmen coming out too. I hope this is worth it. Oh, these get double bonuses. Okay. That makes sense. We really need that, don't we? So it doesn't affect the barn itself. The town center, right? Interesting. We have another armory here. 145%. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Does it say? Oh, it says they have 3 armor. Oh, I didn't know. Swordsmen have 1 armor. Crap. So that relic I took, Berserker armor, is not helpful, sadly. Okay, randomly grants $10 to $500 when purchased. Hell yeah. $230. Then I sell it. Sounds good, baby. Okay. Maybe we save up the 1400 now. What do we think? Here are the 2 styles of units, I guess. Oh, no, those are the enemies. Interesting. Okay. Might be time to speed it up a little bit. I'll save you for my friends. Yeah, I haven't done, like, any damage. Alright, we're up to 1400. So we did that. We're up to shop level 3. Level 1 and 2 buildings can be sold at half of their purchase price. Economy buildings are also regarded as military and culture buildings. Does that help me in any way? I don't think so. Wizards' attacks permanently reduce enemies' move speed to 0. Grants 1 Wizard University. Wizard University, production wizard, plus 30% per empty tile. God. I feel like we have to get some range, but that doesn't sound that good, honestly. For me. But I don't know, for fun I'm gonna do it. Anyway. You get 60% production bonus. We have some free rolls here. Geometry Institute. Production. Ranged units gain plus 1% attack permanently, plus 10% per adjacent culture building. Another armory that we don't need. Okay. Pretty cheap to roll again if we so chose. So I'm going to get a very, very occasional wizard. And assumedly the wizards have no armor, so they get more HP. They do have no armor. Okay, lovely. 6 attack. My spearmen have 9 attack. Okay. I have a free roll, so I guess I'll use it. Produce a knight, plus 30% per adjacent economy building. Oh, wow. That's culture. That's economy. So we could be getting a lot of knights if we throw them right in the middle here and drop something like the town center. Or maybe you drop... yeah, I don't know. I got these 2 empty spots up there, I'll admit. Plus 90%. So the time is 17 and a half. Only 10 seconds per night this way. Sell for $40. Wizard Kindergarten production transforms the adjacent building on the right into a random building. What? Excuse me? That sounds wild to me. I know, I have these empty tiles here that I haven't been making use of. I'm almost doing it just to roll. Okay. The shop here. Production monk plus 20% per adjacent culture building. We're not doing much for culture here. That's the purple buildings, right? Production consumes one empty tile in the same column to grant $400. No. I can upgrade. Philosopher's Guild production 0. Production time very low. So similarly, you give bonuses to this through other means or something. Okay, let's upgrade. Now we have muchos. Free tiles, right? New relic. After purchasing a building, other different leveled buildings in the shop have their costs reduced by 30%. Kill all enemy units. We can also re-roll this. Changes the allied units produced by adjacent buildings to skeleton shooters. Don't think I care about that. Maybe shopping cart? I'm not so sure. Could have rolled it. Okay. Changes the allied units produced by adjacent buildings to skeleton shooters. Do I really want that? I'm not really 100%. But I guess I'm getting some here. Let's do that. So instead of spearmen, look at the knights go. They got the move speed, baby. I feel like we're in a spot of trouble here. It seems like the enemies have managed to advance on me. I mean, I'm very slow, I'll admit. Production Griffin plus 10% per empty tile owned. Geometry Institute. Okay, yeah, there's like a lot of enemies coming now. I have a lot of empty tiles, kinda. So I guess maybe these old units just aren't really worth it. Production melee units gain plus 1% HP permanently, plus 10% per adjacent military building. Now, that sounds pretty good for me. Let's do that. Okay, another fight club here, too. I can lower the... I'm considering here. So I can start getting a lot of HP on some of our units, right? We can fix it. I know that went down. Maybe it's worth, though? How do we feel about these skeleton archers here? I don't know. It's probably just nice to have some amount of range available to us, right? Because I just have so little still. Maybe Fight Club will kind of help, though, here. First rule, etc., etc. Okay, more Fight Clubs. Oh, my God. So these actually don't need to be in this column when you think about it. Like this one here doesn't need to be there. Okay. If I really want more Fight Clubs, 1% HP every time, huh? What is their HP? 30 right now? So it went up to 31 after that. And similarly, it affects the knights, too, who have 80 max HP. Another stable. I was thinking of selling that for this, then. I don't know if that's really right, but... definitely not any of that, I believe. Another Wizard University, finally. 220. 190. Plus $3 per different building by name owned. $500. Production time 20 seconds, production time 10 seconds, and you get plus 5 from the barn still, too, right? But it does cost me money. So right now it's going to be producing 35. And it's just as fast. Okay. But the upfront cost is still there. Okay, let's roll that. Another wizard universe. Production commander skill remaining cooldown -5% plus 5% per different building named, or owned rather. God, the enemies are so good at the game. I needed, like, better relics, maybe, in some ways. Okay, so that makes it so I can get more fireballs more quickly or something. They're gonna beat me at this rate. I feel like something like the wizards just don't really make sense, that they really want you to have empty tiles. I just don't like that, I think. So... let's put that there. We should actually move this one down here, I think, as well. More theaters. Sell. Put. Random unit plus 30% per adjacent building type. Upon purchase and selling, instantly produces swordsmen and archers ×2. That sounds insane, right? I don't care about that. Oh yeah, and then look, we're getting the synergy from the armory still, so it's so we're getting the increased unit effect there. That's pretty good. All right, monument production, 1 empty tile plus 10% per adjacent military building. I like that. So I like getting empty tiles, that's for sure. I don't like the looks of any of those. I'm going to say no more fight clubs, though. I'm going to grab that, though. Upon purchase and selling, instantly produces sword. Oh, wait, is it talking about only it's when I purchase and sell itself? Oh, that's not that good, then. I thought it meant purchase and sell anything. But okay, I understand now. Might as well get rid of it then, right? Whenever you purchase an economy building, you get 1 swordsman. Could be upgraded. Interesting. Okay. Is it me or did prices go up a little bit? Griffin nest again. How are we looking for HP-wise here? 33 on the swordsman, 88 on the knights, I think. We're still struggling pretty bad. We're close to upgrading again. Wizard Kindergarten. Transforms into another random building. Purchase an economy building. Monument again. Do that. Sure. Spearman Barracks. Can't decide. I'm overcome with so many emotions. I can put it down here. I'm earning quite a bit less money, though, if I do that. So I can put the stables down here. Spearmen and crossbowmen. Might be time to upgrade our units in totality, right? I'll help you, my friends. Eat some fireballs. Come on, let's get this tower down finally, shall we? Records. The building to the right gains the production bonus of the buildings on the left. The building on the left. This building's 250, so that's kind of insane. So, what do? You give it to the Fight Club, maybe? Now it's up to 270%. Total HP bonus, 13%. Okay. I'm just going to upgrade now. Okay, wizard bonus thingy, sure. Okay, I have so many empty spots, but I'm paralyzed with choices. Wormlings burning area size plus 150%. Gain 4,000 gold, wow. Where at max level, military buildings are also regarded as cultural buildings. That would be good for something like the monastery here. Production monk plus 20% per adjacent culture building. And then we'd have to try to dive into more monks, which I have not done really at all. Okay. But they are melee, assumedly, right? One would assume. I don't know if I really want more wizards, though. So I guess I'll look for something like that. Don't like any of these. More Fight Club. Mercenary Camp. Upon purchasing and selling instantly. Blah, 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 blah. So we'll grab this and then sell it to get that burst, right? Don't like those. Tavern is expensive, huh? I don't know about more Fight Clubs here. We're up to 18%, though. I don't know if I'm really convinced. Plus 10% per adjacent military. Military buildings are ultra buildings. Roll it. More theaters. I mean, I guess you might as well. Siege, Workshop, Catapult, plus 10% per culture building in the same row. Okay. That's new. Military buildings are also culture buildings, don't forget. There's the Griffin Nest. Are we gonna be, like, okay here? I've been very slow. I'm not good at RTS. I've been very slow here. I shall admit. I almost wonder if I had just, like, zerged him early on. Would we have been okay? Got another one of these mercenary camps. That seems worth it to me. Another monument. That one I'm less certain about now. There's the siege. Let's roll. Come on, give me something useful. Something I've been looking for, pretty please. I mean, you could just keep spamming more swordsmen here. They're cheap, etc. The Griffin's Nest, too, I guess, right? Just get some buildings down out here. Don't you know? Put one up there or something like that. A Dragon Nest now. Wormling, plus 10% per economy building in the same row. That's all new stuff, right? Okay, let's speed it up finally. Earn me some money, game, would ya? Probably use this stuff finally. Got a guild hall. Production randomly grants one unknown building, plus 1% per tile owned. Sure, we'll put that up there or whatever. Put the Dragon Nest down. Everything got a lot cheaper, or is it just me? Another mercenary camp. Enemy tower destroyed. Let's go. Griffin Nest. Okay. That's fine by me. Select a relic. If the number of tiles has reached the limit, monuments produce $300 instead. And the price of buildings in the shop is half upon selling a building. Spearmen deal plus 300% damage to enemy units with 0 armor. Well, we do still have a ton of spearmen coming out, right? So it seems like I should be doing something like this. Another Wizard University, which I'm not really convinced on. The Dragon Nest. Enemy tower destroyed. Another relic. Philosopher's Guilds, plus 100%. I don't think I know what that is. Town centers. Yeah, it doesn't say. Yeah. Every 30 seconds, all of your units restore 50% of their HP. What else you got? Your ranged units attack plus 50%, but their HP minus 90%. You gain all empty tiles, but are no longer able to manually refresh the shop. I guess I'll take the range unit damage. Yeah, I probably just need to speed it up at this point, right? I'm gonna say. Probably should have done it a while ago. 256 seconds. Monument, Fight Club, no thanks. I was never really in that much trouble, probably, but I will say that I probably could have acted much faster and done better, right? Sure, just throw a spearman down there or something like that. Close. Are those my griffins or what? I can't even tell. We still have a lot of spears and swords. All right, there we go. It took me a little while. New equipment found. Okay, so here we are at the main page and how the game actually kind of works, I suppose. There are different starting characters we could choose from here. Win with this commander to earn an extra piece of equipment. So now we have a new hat. Range units HP plus 5%, starting tiles plus 1. Now if I equip that there, so that's a upgrade. Can I change this to you? Okay, so we can look at this guy. So this equipment, melee units attack plus 5%, ranged units attack plus 5%, starting tiles plus 1, etc., etc. So how does this guy work now if we want? Venture capital. 75% chance, double your money. Success rate minus 10%. If failed, halve your money. Success rate plus 5%. Oh, dear God in heaven. Has some unique buildings, I guess, here too. But we're on to the third, I don't know, zone or something like that. So it might get a bit harder here. Okay. Let's go archers more so this time if we can. If no enemies are on your half of the field, produces $10 instead. Oh, bodyguard, I see. We need a culture building next to you. Maybe I'll put you next to this park I'm going to put down for the meantime, right? Similar thoughts to as before. You just need to be adjacent to one culture building, so we'll put a second park there. Farmland down. We'll speed it up after that. So we got some archers pumping out here. If no enemies are in your half of the field, produces $10 instead. Every 20 seconds. That's interesting. It's not bad, right? It's not a culture or an economy building, though. It's considered military, which is kind of bad in its own way. I think I'd rather get a barn down nice and early. Right. There's one bodyguard, right? What is considered my half, I kind of wonder, too. Okay, let's get you down. Let's get some farms. So it's going to be similar to last time for the moment. Barn. Instantly produces one swordsman whenever you purchase any economy building. 200 bucks? I'm going to go with no this time. We'll use one of our free rerolls. There's another archer. Used to be next to a... Oh, this is already upgrading? How the hell did that happen? 75% chance. Can I use that yet? I cannot. Got more archery here. Kind of just using this park as a way to generate, to increase our archers. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we push this down here, which means it generates like no money, but just so that this park generates the most money it can. Actually, that would be better there, I think? Not by much, I don't know. Moving on. Upgraded. Does it just continuously upgrade for me now? It's kind of sick. Let's choose our relic. Minus 60% attack for enemy towers and the core. That's not bad. This the effect triggered. The effects triggered when purchasing a building are triggered an additional time. Well, kind of an interesting one. The effects triggered when selling a building are triggered an additional time. Well. These kind of sound fun. And I could keep an eye out for them, right? As to which one you'd want to do, I'm not sure. Let's go with purchasing. And I'll try to keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. All right, we got more archery. All right, hold on. Let me read this again. The effects triggered when purchasing a building are triggered an additional time. So that means recruitment center should be good? That's my understanding. More archery. Okay, let's move all this over now, shall we? More archery. More archery. I need something better than a park here right about now, right? Not a big fan of these. Just more archery, really. I'll find something. You wait and see. Now we got the crossbowman option here. which I guess I'll do, because I can only assume that the crossbowmen are better. Let's go for that for now. There's some farmland, finally. So did I get 2? I did get 2. Lovely. Lovely, then. Not a big fan of those. Another recruitment center. So now we have a lot of crossbowmen or something like that, right? It's every time I purchase... I have 2 relics, apparently. Shop refresh cost decreases twice as fast. Wizard's attack blast size plus 150%. I'm trying to think. On purchase. Philosopher's Guilds plus 100%. I don't see it. Let's roll. Randomly eliminate 10 enemy units when gaining an empty tile. And crossbowmen's attack speed plus 200%, but they no longer pierce armor. Go for it anyway? I got a free armory out of it. Spearmen deal plus 300% damage. Enemies with 0 armor. Monk's healing scramp, blah, 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 blah. Alright, I guess I'll take that too. Spearmen. Armory here. Means I need more culture buildings this side or something to increase the production rate of that. I have another relic. Military buildings are also regarded as culture buildings. Okay, that's probably easy. An easy win here. There we go. So now that's updated. Put these parks back and make them generate a little bit of money for at least for us, right? Armory, I already have 2, so I think we're good there. I think we'll do more archery in the meantime. 1 empty tile per adjacent military building. It's pretty good. Finally, some more farmland, right? Speaking of which, move that over. Stable, no. How are we doing over here? Not bad. I don't even know where the enemy forces are. What does this do? Awakens the dragon to fight for your side 1 time only. Okay. Oh, whoops, I doubled my money. I was about to use the meteor, but I kind of wasn't paying attention. Okay, I have so much money, I need to make use of it. Production, 1% of the current hold money. Okay, that sounds good. Every 20 seconds. So that would be... Well, that kind of works for me, I guess. The next wave of enemies is delayed by 120 seconds. Geometry Institutes also increase HP. Archers deal plus 400% damage to flying enemies. But it doesn't affect, assumedly, crossbowmen, right? Ranged units get plus 1% attack permanently. That does sound good if I actually find it. Correct, Amundo? Remember, I bought the on-purchase thing. But I haven't really found much to help me with that. 1 swordsman when purchasing, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that's worth really aiming around that much. There's the Geometry Institute. For adjacent culture building, that's actually great for us. There we go. We got another level up. Enemy towers produce 3 gold per second. All buildings gain 40% production. Upgrading the shop makes this effect invalid. So it's only valid until we get to level 5. Yeah, not great then, huh? No. 1 roll. Destroys all your units plus $50 per unit destroyed. The refresh cost of relics becomes $500 and never doubles. Your units gain plus 200% HP permanently, minus 100% production for all buildings. Dear God in heaven. How do we feel about the Tyrant's License here? Hear that, you just take this, basically, I think. Worth it or not? I gained 2450. Alright, but now I have to reproduce very, very quickly. Okay, I got plenty of space here. I just gotta find the right things to fulfill. Town center is good enough for me to put somewhere right now, I think. There's a theater. Swap those 2. Another theater. Another theater. Town center again. I have a lot of money, but I'm trying to make sure we get the useful things here still. Treasure vault is astounding. Okay. I do want to be a bit careful here. We can do this for a little bitty. Put an armory up here. This way I can put down some stuff. Oh man, I spent like all my money. Where did it all go? It happened so fast. Do I have a chance to double? No, it's not up. It's not filed yet. I have no melee, really. But so be it, I guess. Well, apparently I have one melee right there. Oh, I just realized we're not at double speed here. What's the matter with me? What do I get? Like 1% for this? Current production is only 21. It's quite low. So I really got to hold a lot more money to make it worth it. Okay. Enemy tower destroyed. Crossbowman's range minus 50%, but attack plus 150%. Worth it? Okay, I'm going to go for that. And then we got another armory that I'm probably not going to make good use of. Let's roll that bad boy. Not a fan of what we got. Do I just sell this now for the money? I might. Roll it again. Theater cost me 500 bucks. Per different building. I should hold on to that park even though it's generating me next to nothing. The Geometry Institute is back. Okay, we like that. Mercenary Camp is also very nice too, though. Can I, like, lock this? No. Just because that gets doubled on the buy, right? That's what I was kind of hoping to run into a lot, but then it didn't really happen. Okay. There's probably a better way to handle some of this, right? And you put that there. Right? I believe. That way we can increase all of that. A bit more than a bit more, really. Okay. I have a ton of money, but that's fine. More theaters. More town centers next to the theaters. Looks like we're actually close to a win here. There's a archery for more crossbowmen. A treasure vault, which is very expensive. But as long as I keep my money up, we'll get more. We can do this and sell it. Yay! Upgraded. Is there anything left? Well, apparently there is. Every 400 seconds, all buildings instantly produce. Your units restore 50% per HP per second when they are within range of a neutral facility. The effects triggered when selling a building, etc., etc. We'll just go for that. Double it! Yo, let's go! We're rich! Alright. Buy, sell. Siege workshop. Each building in the same row. No thanks. What else you got? Oh, wait. No, hold on. More mercenary camps. Hell yeah. More theaters. More geometry institutes, I'm kind of thinking. Okay, free. Not a big fan. Treasure vault. I mean, I'm gonna be done in a moment, it seems to me. Well, maybe not. I mean, they're going down, but more geometry institutes. How much have they provided thus far? 19% attack bonus, 24% HP bonus. Okay. Monastery building, huh? What else we got? Dragon's Nest. I think we skip. Probably no more treasure vaults right about now, right? Give me the archery. Could use another armory, but we'll do geometry in the meantime. There's a mercenary camp, so I gotta pull this out temporarily so I can drop it, sell it, drop it, sell it. Hell yeah. Financial Nova production consumes half of your money, dealing 1 damage to all enemy units for $200 every $200 consumed. Oh my. Oh my, stars and stripes. That is fascinating, isn't it? I think we're probably going to do something like this, right? If we can even live, if they can even live that long here. Victory! Let's go! Well, the second round went much faster, mostly because I had it on double speed for like the entire time, right? And we were never really in danger, but I don't know, maybe just going archers just worked out better, or maybe I just made decisions a bit more quickly, because that does matter, right? Free shop refreshes at start +2, starting gold +124. No downside, really, to any of that. But yeah, there's 4 stages, and then you move on to the next difficulty, I believe, after that. But then you got different commanders, many different kinds of commanders here. You know, it's a pretty nice game, I gotta say. I wasn't certain how deep it was gonna go, but I don't know. It's actually pretty nice, I gotta say, for... What the hell did I already forgot what I paid for it. $7, $8. Yeah, I mean, I love these little games. I love checking them out and getting surprised by them. You don't always get surprised, but you don't usually see those games from me when they disappoint. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more. There are no orcs. And I shall see you in another video.